Hello, my beautiful, wonderful Lotus Warriors. How are you today? It is March 23rd, and this is my third opioid update video with my opioid weaning process. I obviously, my last update was the first week of March. It was on the 5th, I believe. So there's been a couple weeks now where, there's been a lot going on, and I simply was not able to do updates. So I'll do a little bit of backstory and then let you guys know where I am now. So the last time that I checked in with you guys, and I encourage you to check out my first two videos to get, more information. But I was on two 10-5 slow release Targan, which is an oxycodone coated drug, slow release, like I said. So I was on two of those, so one in the morning and one at night, along with three just regular 10 milligram oxys. As some of you may remember, my last check-in, I was feeling really, really tough. So after that week, I then moved to my next reduction was changing it to having one of the 10-5 slow release Targan. I had one of those in the morning, and then three of the regular 10 milligram oxys. And so I did that at night. I did the one in the morning and then the three at night. Depending on the day, I would maybe have one kind of midday and then two at supper time. And at that same time, it was either during that second week of March. Yeah, it was during that second week of March that I had check-in with my doctor, who is a chronic pain specialist and is helping me through this process, along with the help from my family doctor. And I let him know how tough I was feeling, the joint pain, not only in like my sore joints, but in joints, like in just everywhere, that pain, the overwhelming nausea, my issues with sleep. I was a wreck, an absolute wreck, and just a big bundle of pain. My nerve pain was going crazy, and it was bad. So I let him know that, and he's awesome. So something that we had already planned, it was we were just waiting for when to put it into the works, was starting a Nabulon prescription. So Nabulon is a man-made, it's not going to focus on that, is it? Basically, it's a pot pill. So it's a man-made like pharmaceutical drug using the cannabinoid receptors. This is so I started using that, and I started with using one at night. So this just looks like this cute little capsule, and I'm on a 0.25 milligram dosage. As some of you may remember, I am already on, I use cannabis, and I intend to continue using cannabis and hopefully get to the point where I can use that as my only, if not, mostly pain medication. Because aside from all of these opioids that I have been on, I do take a lot of other different kinds of pain medications. So Nabulon was a reasonable next step, along with the fact that I can finally get some drug coverage on this through our private insurance, where even though I have a medical license, I need to pay the full cost, right? I can claim that in my taxes because I do have a prescription, but my private insurance plan doesn't cover any of that. It doesn't consider it a prescription. So I started using that during that second week, and then the third week, so that was last week, so the week of the 16th of March is when I switched over to my current dosage of opioids, which is simply the 410s. So when I get actually down off this process, I might show where I am. So this is it, 410s, 2 in the morning, 2 at night. I started taking, like I said, the 1 Nabulon at night, and I did that for a week, and now I'm taking 2 at night, and we're just going to kind of wait to see where that is, and I'm going to stick with that. So now it's a waiting game as far as when my back surgery is going to happen, and with everything that's going on in the world right now, I don't really know when that's going to happen, but generally our plan, which is not changed, it's just a little bit more up in the air, was that I will stay on these 410s until we have a date for my back surgery, and then we could start continuing to progress off of those, or as low as possible. So that's the plan. So I need to stick with the 410s along with the 2 Nabulons and my other prescriptions, along with, including cannabis in the different forms that I take it. And I do have to say, I noticed right away, I think on the second day, maybe the third day of taking the Nabulon at night, my sleep was incredibly improved. And the same with that waking up instant nausea that I had. Then progressing on to the second one, which is the same thing, at least for now, until I check in with my family doctor. If things change, I'm going to stay on just the 2. And my sleep has definitely helped, along with my pain in general. The joint pain is a lot better. My nerve pain is quieter, despite the fact that my pelvic pain is so loud. I feel a lot more gathered and together. That being said, I'm still definitely experience a lot of stuff, headaches and light sensitivity, which obviously I have light sensitivity in general, but that has been a really tough part, especially because we're getting into spring, so lots of beautiful sunny days, but some days I actually get eye spasms because the pain is so much. My emotions are generally affected still. But I think that's also a bit of the state of the stress with everything else going on in my life. But the biggest negative impact, which I wasn't really expecting, although it's not unexpected, is moving from the coated slow release Targans to the straight up just 10 milligram oxys has really affected my bowels, which have never been good, and I've always needed a lot of support. I take a lot of supplements and do things like that to help with them, but this has been a lot harder on my bowels. And so now I'm into my second week of the 410s, and it's definitely a lot more work to be able to have the same result that I used to be able to, which was not good. Like I said, I work closely with a GI specialist and urology specialist, all sorts of things, because of all of this stuff, but it's something that I didn't really think about. I'm not super concerned about it because it's very low on my list. But generally, yeah, since my last video, I am feeling a lot better. It still sucks. Please do not get me wrong. Like, this is not just suddenly turned into an easy road. But with the introduction of the Nabulon to kind of help balance some of that pain, help me get better sleep, control some of the nausea, has definitely made a big difference. So yeah, that's where I am today. That's where I will continue to be, like I said, for a while. But I will keep you updated. I also will be doing a video right away here on some updates that I've gotten with my health, yeah, anyways, I'll get into that in a separate video, so stay tuned for that. If you haven't already subscribed to my page, please do so. Please feel free to share this stuff if you want to. And if you are wanting to get off or reduce some of your opioids, if you think you might be experiencing opioid-induced hyperglycemia, which is also something that I think the Nabulon helps with. It kind of, you know, controls some of the signals, pain signals going to our brain, which is a big part of opioid-induced hyperglycemia. So anyways, any of that stuff, please work with your doctor, either your family doctor or your pain specialist if you have one. Go slow if you're able, and yeah, make sure that you are doing regular check-ins and all that stuff. I'd love to hear from you guys if you have done this or if you're planning on it, if you're going through it now. Let me know how you're doing. Also, let me know about my videos if there's anything that you would like to see as far as medication stuff or just general pain, health, advocacy stuff. Yeah, and I'll talk to you guys later. Take care of yourselves. I'm thinking about all of you. I know currently I'm actually in self-isolation after getting a virus, not COVID-19, but a virus that has affected my lymphatic system. And I woke up one morning and I looked like a frog with poison sacs all full. So, you know, even though I don't technically have a chronic illness that affects my immune system, these years of chronic pain have really broken me down and really affected my overall immune system and strength. So I need to be careful, and you guys need to be careful out there too. If you think you're sick, whether or not it's with corona or something else, do what your local governments are telling you to do. Don't just go into your doctor, call first, self-isolate, and just take care of yourselves. Take good care, and just know that I'm thinking about you. Okay, bye guys.